Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk this morning. Like I said in our headline there, we got some breaking news that we're following for you this morning. So other local media outlets have been reporting of a robbery at a Moorhead Casey's gas station. That location, 1702 30th Avenue South in Moorhead. We currently do have messages out to Moorhead police to be able to learn more information. What we have learned is that this happened at around 11 o'clock last night. Our reporter who was on scene, Valley News Team's Austin Carisu, went into the Casey's gas station, asking employees if they knew anything, and they weren't able to share any information with him at that time. But when we did go there, when Austin went there, they were taking customers, and that was shortly before 6 this morning that he saw that going on. So we do know that that scene is clear, that Casey's is open for business now again. But again, we are still waiting for those details, and you can continue to follow along over on our VNN News app, where you can get the latest breaking news just at your fingertips, and you can follow all the local stories that matter to you from across our region. Moving on here, North Dakota Attorney General Drew Wrigley making his way to Fargo yesterday to talk about an ongoing investigation at Davies High School. So we told you last week students were under investigation by the North Dakota BCI for allegedly creating and distributing sexually explicit images on Snapchat. Wrigley says they were made aware about the situation on September 22nd, and on that day, 24 phones were taken during a search warrant. Just Monday, 30 more phones were taken. And according to Wrigley, some students are 18 involved in this, but some of them are still juveniles. Wrigley did say the case will eventually be given to the state's attorney's office. And while there have not been any arrests made yet, Wrigley stresses the impact this has made on all students involved. Let's take a listen.
And this is life. People are doing this. They don't like someone else in their corporation, or they're mad at somebody, and they go out there, they can make images, they can do it tomorrow. The difference is, Commissioner Turnberg and I, we've got a platform. We can address that. Somebody pulls a stunt like that. These kids don't have that platform, and they're feeling pretty isolated and alone.
So we have since learned that the situation started with a victim who is right now in middle school. Since then, several more victims have been identified as well. Moving on to our Valley News Live investigation. A 17-year-old is being held on a felony charge of possession of a firearm after a disturbance at the Moorhead Career Academy that happened on Monday. Police say while they were detaining a student for questioning, officers found a loaded handgun nearby. So when we first started looking into this story on Monday, District spokesperson Brenda Richmond stated a weapon was not found on school grounds. She also did not refer us to the police department for further questions as well, but the district has also declined several interview requests. And this is actually the second incident at the campus in just 2 weeks. So if this is sounding familiar to you, that's because it is. Again, this is the second incident in just 2 weeks. And we've got another VNL investigation for you this morning. A DEA special agent telling us one of the things we have to be aware of is that a lot of our smaller communities, like right here in Fargo, are not immune to the effects of drug trafficking, saying we have a cartel presence here in Fargo. Again, that's what the DEA's new special agent in charge for the Midwest area said to us yesterday during an interview, emphasizing a drug and cartel presence right here in Fargo. In the Valley News Live Investigates, Bobby Fallett got the chance for an exclusive one-on-one interview with the DEA's new special agent in charge. Now, current numbers from the DEA show that in the Midwest for 2025, the Midwest Division, so it's not just Fargo and North Dakota, that's also going to include Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Nearly 265,000 fentanyl pills have been seized, along with 515 pounds of cocaine. DEA says a good majority of that is coming from the cartels that are based out of Mexico. And he told us that there are two main cartels that they're focusing on, and they're the primary cartels that are not just trafficking here in Fargo and North Dakota, but that's also affecting the entire country. So it's not just right here, he says. And coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 6, we're going to take a deeper dive into those full numbers with that special agent. and also the strong message he's got for you parents as well as your kids. It's a story you're only going to see here on Valley News Live. Moving on, we got a first alert weather day on our hands today. I'm going to give you a check of what we got in store over on our website, valleynewslive.com. I'm just going to get my screen ready to share with you here. So I'm over on our Valley News Live homepage. From here, you're able to navigate over to our weather tab and see meteorologist Lisa Green updating this for us about 3 hours ago, saying that she's tracking fire danger and thunderstorms this morning. We're looking at weekend rain ahead of a cool down for next week. And wait until you see what this cool down's got in store after these warm temperatures we've had all week. I mean, past 2 weeks pretty much. We've had a pretty decent outdoor temperature, but for those that don't like that heat, I'm sure it's been a little overbearing. Right now in Fargo, we're sitting at 68 degrees. We're going to hop all the way up to 84. Do you know what day it is? It is October 1st. We are, last month, we started officially fall, and now we're in October. Crazy to believe that we're still sitting at 84 degrees. It's going to be partly cloudy, windy. I mean, for the first portion of the day, we'll be partly cloudy. No wind there. It looks like that's going to pick up around 11 a.m. Scrolling down here, the first alert weather day. Why our first alert storm team called it? Let's go over that. So they're calling it again, fire danger, strong winds and low humidity. Fires may burn out of control, and these areas, you're not able to see it here, but affecting the Red River Valley and western Minnesota. So remember yesterday how we had that first alert weather day for fire danger? That was for just a specific part of the Red River Valley. Now today, that's going to impact the whole Red River Valley. We're going to hop on over to our 11-day planner. Tomorrow, we're looking at 86 degrees, higher than today. Wow, almost approaching 90. That's crazy. It's going to be sunny. Friday, we're looking at a chance of showers, it looks like there. Sunny and 85. And then here comes that cool down. I know I'm starting cool down when I say Saturday, and we're only at 78. That's pretty high. Then Sunday, 67. That's when it starts. Monday, 64, and check that out. It looks like next week we are not going to hop back up into 70s, and definitely not like the 84, 86 we're seeing today and tomorrow. So remember, especially as we take on this first alert weather day, it's a great reminder to keep that VNL weather app handy for those forecasts right at your fingertips. Now you can find it in the App Store. It doesn't matter if you got an Android or an iPhone. It's available for you in every app store. So our first alert storm team can follow you no matter where you go. Even if you leave the Red River Valley, they're able to have that radar follow you, so you're able to get those updates no matter where you're at in the country or the world. Moving on here, the talk of a new location for the Downtown Engagement Center has been a hot topic around town. Local businesses have been speaking out about the potential move and what it could mean for their business. So the city's collaborated through a no-cost partnership with Bloomberg Associates and has identified 3 sites for potential relocation. We've talked about this quite a bit, right? 610 University Drive, 720 14th Street North, and 2001 First Avenue North. Business owners near the potential locations spoke with Valley News Live about what they think about it.
It would impact my business with customers and with how the business will look with potentially people camping out or potentially car issues we may have, break-ins, those types of things.
So the GM also says he understands the whole premise of moving the engagement center, and he hopes it can be accessible for anybody who needs shelter. Well, how special is that? So that was a very warm welcome home for 200 of our local heroes as they landed at Hector International Airport last night for this fall's honor flight. Hundreds coming out to thank these heroes for their service and their sacrifice. And if you've been staying tuned, it was a jam-packed 3 days for everybody there, taking on our nation's capital to see the monuments built in their honor. And some of those stops included the Vietnam Wall, Korean War Memorial, monuments and museums for each branch of military, and the National Archives. But there were so many other stops along the way as well. And if you want to check out our previous coverage of this year's honor flight, you can head on over to our website, valleynewslive.com. That's also going to be available on your free VNL News app, of course. Lots of cool stuff. And of course, great seeing these heroes get the welcome home that they deserve.
I'm here to encourage and just ask anyone that's hesitating or maybe thinks they don't need it, give it a try.
Okay, check this out. This workout's gonna get your blood pumping this morning. So the participants of FargoCast Public Health's Fit and Strong class are not only getting their workouts in, but they're also making lasting connections. So I tagged along to yesterday's class for a sneak peek. Let's check this out. This was awesome.
Toes.
Weights, cardio, and learning. That's what it's all about here at FargoCast Public Health's Fit and Strong class.
The class has two main components. We do physical activity, and we also do education or group discussion about things relating to physical activity and overall health.
The free 12-week program meets twice a week. It's geared for participants 55 and up and those who have lower extremity osteoarthritis.
It's going to keep them healthy, it's going to keep them having less pain, but we have several participants that are not diagnosed with that, and anybody can come.
And many who do.
Started at FargoCast, and then they ran out of room. We came over here, and we've been here ever since.
Keep on coming back.
Since it started, the very first session.
Working on their physical health.
I've learned I wasn't in as good shape as I thought I probably was. I'm in much better shape now.
In ways they may not have thought they would before.
Weights. That was one part that I really kind of steered away from a little bit, and I'm more encouraged by this because then I take that home with me and try to do it at least one more time.
And it's not just muscles growing here.
I think it's one thing that people get out and do that they might not see other people otherwise.
But also,
I'll walk with you, ladies.
a strong community.
We have truly supported each other through ups and downs. We encourage each other to do our best, to come every time. We feel accountable to one another. It's just a great place.
Our friends are now coming of those people, and so it's a big, fun group.
In Fargo, Alex Larson.
We welcome everybody. We just want to move and do what we can together.
Valley News Live.
10, 9, 8.
Okay, how fun was that? So yesterday was actually the last day of that class, and the program starting next week with Heidi is already full. However, if you are interested, head on over to our website, valleynewslive.com. I'm going to have those details posted for you shortly here. Once I get back to my desk, I'll get those all up and ready for you. Well, that's about all I have for you here on this Wednesday. Now, I thought I'd leave you out on a good note there. That story is so sweet. Everybody there was awesome. So big thank you to FargoCast Public Health for letting us come out and do that story. One more time, that's all I got for you. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday and an even better rest of your week. I'll see you back here next week. I'm going on vacation, so no morning update for Thursday or Friday, but I will see you back here on Monday at around 7:30. See you then.